Now, another member of the Four Horsemen that I'm another bit of controversy that I must or or purported controversy that I must address is the the controversy toward drummed up by JD from JD from New York um regarding Ashley, Ashley winning the 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 women's Royal Rumble, which allowed her to to wrestle for to to wrestle for any women's belt in the company. Yes, JD, and then just that and that just doesn't only apply to Raw and Raw and SmackDown, which you say only the people with only the people with fecal matter for brains watch that, but that applies to your precious baby that is getting its ass kicked 9 to 1 in the all important in the all important 18 to 49 age graphic, and by the and by Gen Xers, I would imagine that I know ratings aren't put out that way, but the ratings for NXT among Gen X are probably so poor because they're so even NXT is going to the old NXT formula, but you see, it's still run by an extension of the McMahon family for right now. More on that later. So they figured, holy shit, we're getting our ass kicked Wednesday night after Wednesday night after Wednesday night after Wednesday night after Wednesday night for the in the key demographic, except for one Wednesday, which just happened to be over the Christmas break, so that really doesn't matter because everybody was the Christmas New Year's the Christmas New Year break. But you know what? They didn't they didn't they didn't um A- AEW didn't run AEW didn't run a show that time. Oh yeah, and I forgot one time one time they did eke out eke out a victory by 1 percentage point when they went back to back. I can't remember the week, but AEW is just entering its 19th its 19th week if you take out the the 2.5 week the two the 2.5 week the 2.5 holiday week break that they took. and constantly they getting their asses kicked. So Triple H or Paul Levesque said, "Holy shit, we need we need we need a we need we need a we need a, a woman's wrestler that the that that everybody knows, and a name that everybody knows, and with all due respect, hardcore wrestling fans, who the fuck knows about the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler? The average wrestling fan has never heard about Shayna Baszler. I had to scratch I had to scratch my head for like 5 minutes and say who? Because I don't watch that 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 MMA that MMA bullshit because that's all run by hotheads. Like the goddamn fucking ginger, fucking drunk ginger, uh, McGregor that swears and that swears and hits women at, at a drop of a, a drop of a hat. It's gotten so bad that he won't let his wife pass gas in front of him without belting her in the face. And those are the type of people that you want that you stand behind, but yet you shit on Ashley and Smart. You rely on Ronda Rousey's best friend. You guys and JD. You you guys say that you guys say that you guys say that she she's gonna win she's gonna she's gonna win the NXT championship. But here's the thing, the name recognition, like I blanked on her name because I don't know who the fuck she is. You need to know who the you see, wrestling is all about drawing power. And if you don't know who the hell you're going to see, I know that all wrestling cards subject to change, but you need to have a main event, and I'm not just saying this because she's my friend, but a main event with two wrestlers that the average wrestling fan, even though in JD's own word, the average wrestling fan is a lot of shit eaters, which offends me because long before I was a quasi internet, I mean a quasi YouTube celebrity, excuse me, I was a I was a big I was a big I I was and I still am I was a WWE fan, and I am still a big wrestling fan, and I won't be a WWE fan if and until 3 years from now, when, as I just spent the first the first 5 minutes of my first shooting break, telling my partner that that she's that um it wouldn't surprise me if all this anti stuff is is trying to poison people, so people stay stay where they are, including 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 Tessa Blanchard, including Charlotte, and and including Rebecca Quinn. And newsflash: last Tuesday morning, if you follow Rebecca 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 Quinn's Rebecca Quinn's Twitter timeline, when WWE announced that her character Becky Lynch signed a 5-year contract, Rebecca Quinn, the woman behind the character Becky Lynch, tweeted later on that night, or later on that next day, didn't sign nothing, haven't signed shit, am not gonna sign shit until my contract is up, and then I'll look at the wrestling landscape. Which, Becky, come on. I mean, yeah, Becky Quinn, come on, let's do it. You, you just need to file a trade trademark for your name, and you can wrestle under the, the real name. And hell, you can you can still use your arm bar. I mean, you might have to change the 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 name of the move from the disarmer to something cool, cooler sounding. Like, here's a good name for it. You could call it the arm breaker, and they could run a gimmick where, in storyline wise, if you put it on within 3 seconds, in you instantaneously break one of your wrestlers' opponent's arms. Not in real life. I'm just saying, in terms of storyline fluidity. Just there's my 2 cents. And Ashley, I don't know. I don't know if you. I don't know if you've had the time to look at my video from 2 weeks, but he just want. The only reason why he's not, why he's, why he's, why he's on your case all the time, man. Why he's on, why he's on, why he's on your case all the time is the simple fact that he wants to be intimate with you. Why any woman would want to be intimate with him is beyond me. But hell, who's everybody's free to, as long as everybody's free and not coerced to do anything. You can sleep with homely guys if you women can sleep with homely guys if you want to. It's nobody's business. You might you, you might have regrets in the morning, but that's but that's from your life. That's from your choices that you made the night before. So if you care about anything that JD said, then all you have to do is tell your fiance who you already know. I've made my my opinion about him to you abundantly clear on chats that I've had with you over my friend's phone. Three, let's see, it's been 2 weeks since my my last YouTubing. So in 2 weeks, that that that's nine. That that that's 9 times that my best friend that happens to be my PCA comes comes over. You know, the one that I said, the one that I've explained to you many times. Her son is a big wrestling fan, and he didn't say this, but he told his mother, if you give him a kiss on the cheek, he he would that would absolutely make his day. Now I'm not telling you to kiss him on the cheek, but I'm telling you he he would be on cloud nine. And my friend, I told you I would Heather, I told you I was gonna do this when you came over yesterday. So, and you came over around 3:15. So, it, no, and you got me in my chair around 4 4 4:50. So I'm about I'm about an hour and a half early, but I I told you I was gonna do that, and you said okay, do it. But in, in getting back onto getting back onto Ashley, don't bend to pressure, and don't sleep with him. I don't. Look, I know you're engaged, but I know what goes on the road, and and I know you, and I know for a fact that you that you that your fiance is not with you 100% of the time, and you're not with him 100% of the time. But I know that you would never cheat because once you're committed to a guy, you're committed to a guy. But I don't know about him. But I've made about my feelings to you about him abundantly clear, and you said, "Hey, Rich, this is my life, so let it go." So I'm not gonna say any more on that subject. But on the JD subject, if you're really desperate to have the bad stuff bad stuff stop, the only the only way that he said that it would stop is if you slept with him. But I know he's not worthy having you sleep with him. And as for you, JD, uh, even if Charlotte wasn't uh, about to be married as of this date, I'm sorry, Ashley, you can be ticked at me all you want, but I still think that you won't, and you'll be crying to me come July when it's scheduled. But if you think that even when she's single again, that you have a shot with whom I consider my little sister. And I know she's gonna be mad with me for saying what I've already said, but I still consider Ashley my little sister because I was right I was right with her when her dad was going through his health crisis, when all you could do is bang on Ric Flair for being an old fossil. Well, let me tell you something, JD. Without the Flairs, yeah, you like to say, well, you got Hogan, you got the the Warrior, you got the Macho Man, but without Ric Flair, man, wrestling wouldn't have gotten as big as it have gotten. And the Flair family's always gotten short shifted. But as an honorary horseman, I would just like to say, on behalf of my group, I would just like to say we have more stroke than you do up yours, you ignorant New York prick. Good night and goodbye.